One interesting thing about my manifesting coming to Japan was I wanted to be in Japan, but just not in the month of August. But I ended up coming in August. That's just how everything rolled out. So looking back on it now, I would say, so for me, it's kind of interesting. I manifested what I wanted by feeling myself in Japan, whether it's through imaginary conversations, looking at photos, videos, Google Maps, imagining myself actually there. But time to time, certain thoughts would pop up, like, oh, but just as long as I'm not there in August. So I got both. I got to be in Japan. The work was not in vain, but also what I held resistance to also manifested. I ended up coming in August. But it really isn't so bad. I'm so happy to be here, especially when Japan has closed its borders to tourists for over a year and a half. It looks like it will not be opened for the whole of 2021 or even 2022. So when I manifest, when I feel that little voice come up of, the reason why I didn't want to be here in August is I didn't think I could deal with the heat and humidity, because it's already very hot and humid in general in Japan during the summer, most especially in August. I had heard some, stories that end of July, August is when there's the most deaths in the elderly due to heat exhaustion. So I was a little scared to come. So, we have to be careful with those little fears and learn whatever we can to turn those fears around. Probably what I should have done, instead of conditioning around the fear, which I just should have felt, I'm perfectly fine in August. You can be as direct as that, or there's techniques where you can imagine whatever that energy is, that your fear or discomfort in August, and just imagine whatever the color, whatever it would be, and just flip that energy around. And then, you can just imagine it spinning back into your body. That's one technique I'd actually learned from a YouTuber, David Snyder, in dealing with negative energies, how to, on a more abstract level, kind of turn that energy around. But even words can do that as well. I wasn't thinking too much about it, and I just didn't think it had that much manifesting capacity, but even those little things can. And I still believe we can get what we want. But if we learn to be aware and deal with those things, I think it could be even more smooth and help us become more mastery and not cater to any limitation, not condition to any limitation. So I wish you happy manifesting.